Welcome to the Daily Spin, brought to you by InlineSkates.net. I'm Steve, and this is Steve Cherrier, president of Rollerblade. And Steve, I got a couple questions I want to ask you that will help our viewers kind of decide what skate they should buy. So there's a lot of different kinds of skates out there. So if a person's a beginner, should they buy, like for example, in the ski business, you know, when you're a beginner, you want a soft boot. You don't. If you spend too much money on a ski boot, it would actually do you a disservice. Is that true in inline skates? Can a beginner buy a higher end skate?
To a point, they can. And the way I like to talk about it is the beginner needs support, and you need what we call a full height cuff skate, like this is here. So it's a tall skate as people are traditionally used to looking at. And actually, this model right here, this is a 90mm wheel, etc. If you're a fairly new skater, you could buy this product and work fine for you. Now, we have a number of products below that have smaller wheels and less features, etc. They're going to work fine for a new skater as well. But up to this point here, almost anyone can skate on this.
So if a person's really serious about doing a lot of inline skating and sticking with it for a while, you'd probably recommend that they go with something better than some of the opening price.
Absolutely, and what happens there is, what I was talking about when I said full height cuff, this is a lower height cuff skate, and it's a higher performance skate. Now this is a product I wouldn't sell to a brand new skater, honestly. It has a larger wheel setup and a longer frame on it as well. And that's going to make it difficult for someone who's a new skater, but if you have some experience, you'll want something of this level.
So let me give you a couple of different types of customers and tell me what kinds of skates would be most appropriate for them. So let's start out with a person who's never skated before, or maybe just wants to tool around the parking lot with their kids. Do they need to spend a lot of money on a pair of skates?
You know, they really don't. They can buy a pretty moderately priced product. You know, a Rollerblade Spirit Blade would work well for them, or one of the Spark skates would work really well for them.
So a person who also may not have skated before, but is really thinking they want to do it for getting in shape or losing weight, should they buy that same model of skate?
You know, they could, but I would say that if it's someone who's active and athletic and they feel like they're going to get involved in it, I would step up and buy a better product so that they could grow into it.
People are more likely to continue skating if they've got a better fitting boot and a better performing skate, right?
Yeah, and if the skate is faster, better wheel on the skate, etc. like that. You know, like a Crossfire or the better Spark product.
Mm-hmm. And then the person who's going to do a lot of skating, who plans on skating longer distances, 5, 10 miles, you know, 1 or 2, 3 times a week, what type of skate should they buy?
If you're really putting some miles on and planning on training, the Tempest series skates is a great choice. It is a lower cuff, has a larger wheel set. We have Tempest 90, Tempest 100, and Tempest 110. And one of those models is a great product for someone who's going to really get out into some serious training.
And then if you're the kind of customer, young, that's going to go skating with your friends around the streets of New York City or Chicago, what's the right skate?
Yeah, the molded skates fit well in it. And even within the molded skates, as we were talking about earlier, this is the Twister 80 here. But we have some Fusion models as well, and we even have the RB series with the 90mm and 100mm wheels on those that are molded products that are great kind of city skates in that way.
Great. I think that's some really good advice. So thanks, Steve. This has been the Daily Spin, brought to you by InlineSkates.net.